Hi guys, it's Ross. This video is probably going to be one of the most important videos I make this year. It's to do with the new law the government wants to pass. It's called ACTA, A.C.T.A, and it is basically, the law started out as a way to enforce copyright laws on the internet, but it's turned into much more. What this law basically is going to be signed by the UK government and all the European governments on the 17th of February. And what it basically means is that if I was standing here now and a big van behind me with Coca-Cola written on it drove past along the road behind me, the government could look at that, treat that as copyright infringement, as it's on one of my videos, take the video off, close my YouTube account and stop my internet, and possibly, if Coca-Cola wanted to take legal action, send me to prison. That's technically what this law means. It's very unlikely it would get to that level, but that's what this law means. It also means that if I went to, for example, a cookery class, I came home and told my mum and my dad about how nice this thing was, and told them how to make it, for telling someone else about what I learnt there and what I had to pay for. Therefore, they're getting like my mum and dad would be getting the information for free. That could be taught as copyright infringement, and I could technically be treated as a criminal and sent to prison. It also means that on YouTube I wouldn't be able to make a reference to any other channels, any other videos. I wouldn't itself be even able to say YouTube. I wouldn't be able to mention the camera I'm filming on, Kodak PlaySpot. I wouldn't be able to say Kodak. I wouldn't be able, basically everything. So this would affect something like 70% of the content on the internet, and it would spell the end for YouTube and for Twitter and for Facebook and other social network sites. What it basically is saying, if you don't pay for something, and what it's basically saying is, if I go on to YouTube and type in the name of a video, and watch like a music video or something, technically that would be, according to this law, copyright infringement, because I'd be basically pirating that video. So the reason I'm basically doing this is because I haven't heard a lot of people speak about it on the internet. It was only today when I found out, when a friend was talking about YouTube and it might affect YouTube. ACTA has also been under other names. Can't remember what those names are, but the Americans called it, I can't remember what they called it, A.C.T.A or something, I can't really remember. But it basically would be copyrighting the freedom of speech. You wouldn't be able to say anything, mention any brand names, anything, without infringing this law. This would also give the companies that control our internet, I believe the company that controls the internet in the UK is IPS or something. It would also give them powers to be able to monitor every single thing that comes into our computers and every single thing that goes out. Everything that goes, so, and then So say I was to go on the internet and I was to type in blah de blah de blah de blah for the history project. Right? Say I typed in the Isle of Avalon, right? And I was on there and it said I was reading the whole page, and I happened to use the same phrase as that was on this. That would be infringing this law. But yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard many people talk about it. Like I said, it was only when someone was speaking about it at school today I only found out about it, and I've been looking at it, and it's basically another way of getting us watched, basically. But like I said, that would give the internet running companies powers to monitor this kind of stuff, and therefore powers to look at every single thing we look at on our internet and pick out anything. So that's basically it. Another thing, if you haven't got the gist of it already, it would mean you couldn't do any gear reviews on YouTube. You couldn't talk about any products. You couldn't talk about a stove. You couldn't talk about a tent. You couldn't talk about where you got something for the best price. You couldn't mention Amazon. And also you couldn't even mention MREs, because it's a trademark government name apparently, so it would stop you from even mentioning an MRE. It would basically, sorry, there's someone digging over there. It would basically put an end to YouTube, and like I think I said before, this would affect something like 70 to 80% of the content on YouTube, and the internet may have to be taken down, and pretty much anything on YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It'll be interesting to hear what you guys think about it, and if you guys have heard about it. But the government and the media aren't saying a thing, and this would give even more power to the big media companies, Rupert Murdoch, and all the massive media companies, giving them even more power, because they basically control everything we know, we hear, receive and know at the moment, let alone if they've got this law in place. And it would also, and apparently if they take something down, they wouldn't have to give an explanation for it. So if they don't give you an explanation for it, they could take down anything. If you said something against the government, you didn't agree with one of their policies or something, they could take your video down and stop your point of view from getting out, which is quite interesting. It's basically breaching our human rights. But anyway, the UK and European government's going to vote on it on the 17th of February. And like I said, it'll be interesting to hear what you guys think about it. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.